Last night's episode of WWE Raw delivered one of the most shocking and emotionally charged moments in recent memory, leaving fans across the globe talking about it nonstop. What was initially set to be a routine battle royal turned into an unforgettable clash, not just of wrestling skill and strategy, but also of family ties, loyalty, and the intense pressures of professional wrestling. The center of this unexpected storm was none other than Jey Uso, a seasoned performer with a storied career alongside his twin brother, Jimmy Uso, as part of the iconic tag team that fans have come to know and love over the years. What transpired on the Raw stage, however, has cast a long shadow over that relationship, raising questions about where personal ambition ends and familial bonds begin. The Battle Royal, an event designed to test the strength, endurance, and tactical intelligence of its competitors, began like any other, with multiple WWE superstars entering the ring one by one, each determined to claim victory and earn the golden opportunity to challenge the reigning world champion, CM Punk. The tension in the arena was palpable, with fans on the edge of their seats, cheering and jeering as the superstars fought tooth and nail for supremacy. As the match progressed, alliances formed, temporary truces were made, and betrayals threatened to upend the dynamics of the competition. Among the participants, the Uso brothers, Jey and Jimmy, initially appeared to be working in perfect synchrony, leveraging their years of experience as a tag team to dominate the opposition. Their coordination, practiced maneuvers, and innate understanding of each other's instincts made them a formidable force, one that seemed unassailable to the other contenders in the ring. However, as the match approached its climax, the competitive edge and the allure of a shot at the world title began to create an undercurrent of tension that even their bond as brothers could not fully suppress. The decisive moment came when Jey Uso made the shocking decision to eliminate his own twin brother, Jimmy, securing his victory and, in doing so, earning the coveted opportunity to challenge CM Punk for the World Championship. The crowd reacted with a mixture of disbelief, excitement, and outrage, as this act of self-interest reverberated far beyond the confines of the ring. Fans who had long celebrated the unity of the Uso brothers were suddenly confronted with the stark reality that ambition, even within a family, can sometimes override loyalty. Jey, fully aware of the ramifications of his actions, stepped into the spotlight, holding both the triumph of his victory and the weight of his controversial choice. As the live broadcast concluded, the drama did not end with the final bell. Backstage cameras, ever vigilant for the behind-the-scenes stories that fans crave, captured what may have been an even more intense and raw display of emotion, the confrontation between the Uso brothers. Jimmy, visibly shaken and incensed by what had just occurred, confronted Jey in a tense exchange that threatened to escalate into physical violence. With fury written across his face, Jimmy pointed directly at his brother, his voice raised and his words cutting, expressing the deep sense of betrayal he felt. "Family doesn't do family like that," he declared, the sentiment resonating not just within the walls of the arena but across social media platforms where fans replayed the moment endlessly, dissecting every nuance of his expression, tone, and body language. Jey, though emotionally stirred, maintained a composed exterior, choosing his words carefully in the midst of the brewing storm. He explained to Jimmy that his decision during the Battle Royal was not an act of personal betrayal but a calculated move aimed at seizing an opportunity that could define his career. He emphasized that professional wrestling, particularly at this level, often requires making hard choices, where the pursuit of championship glory can sometimes clash with personal relationships. Despite his calm tone, there was no mistaking the emotional strain that underpinned his words, a mixture of guilt, resolve, and a sense of inevitability that comes from stepping into the cutthroat world of WWE competition. As the confrontation intensified, security personnel and show producers rushed to the scene, recognizing the potential for the argument to escalate beyond control. The tension was thick enough to be almost tangible, a silent testament to the depth of emotion involved. Jimmy, unable to contain his anger, shoved Jey in a brief but forceful gesture of frustration before being physically restrained and guided away by the security team. Even in this restrained moment, The intensity in Jimmy's eyes conveyed a message louder than words ever could. The bond between the Uso brothers, once seen as unbreakable, was now fractured in a way that might not be easily repaired. The backstage footage, which quickly circulated among WWE fans online, captured the raw humanity of professional wrestling, how triumph and ambition, personal relationships, and professional aspirations collide in ways that are unpredictable and often heartbreaking. The implications of this confrontation extend far beyond the immediate moment. WWE storylines have long thrived on the delicate interplay between personal rivalry and professional competition, but this incident carries a rare authenticity that blurs the line between scripted drama and real-life tension. Fans are now left wondering not just who will ultimately claim the world title, but how the relationship between Jey and Jimmy will evolve in the coming weeks. Will Jey be able to focus fully on his championship match against CM Punk, or will the emotional turmoil stemming from his actions weigh on him in the ring? Equally important is whether Jimmy, fueled by a sense of betrayal and unresolved anger, might become an unexpected obstacle in Jey's path, setting the stage for a confrontation that could redefine both their careers and their personal dynamic. As analysts and fans dissect the events of last night, one point is clear. The story of the Uso brothers is entering a new and unpredictable chapter. Their bond, once celebrated as one of the most enduring and iconic partnerships in WWE history, now faces the ultimate test. The drama that unfolded on Raw is a potent reminder that in professional wrestling, as in life, relationships are complicated, ambition is powerful, and emotions can run higher than the roar of any crowd. The confrontation between Jey and Jimmy Uso is likely to resonate in the WWE Universe for weeks, months, and potentially even years, as fans tune in not only for the athletic spectacle but for the human story of conflict, ambition, loyalty, and the sometimes painful choices that define both family and professional legacy. In addition to the in-ring and backstage drama, the moment has ignited a firestorm of discussion on social media, with fans speculating on every possible outcome. Commentators and wrestling analysts have begun to weigh in, predicting potential scenarios in which the fractured brotherhood might either heal or completely disintegrate. Some suggest that the tension could culminate in a high-stakes showdown between the two brothers on a future episode of Raw, where the physical and emotional stakes are intertwined, creating a storyline that is as compelling for its narrative depth as it is for its athletic spectacle. Others speculate that the drama may serve as a catalyst for Jey to channel his focus entirely on CM Punk and the World Championship.